I'm excited to share this new video series designed to support teachers and leaders in delivering high-quality instruction. When core instruction is strong, it not only boosts student engagement and achievement, but also reduces the need for additional interventions. By making learning clear, explicit, and accessible for all, we can ensure that fewer students fall behind and more thrive in the regular classroom setting. In this series, we'll also look at subject-specific routines in reading, math, science, and social studies, as well as tools for planning units that integrate Catholic identity with academic excellence. The goal is simple: to make instructional planning clear, actionable, and doable, so every student benefits from engaging, rigorous, and faith-filled learning. How many times have you taught a lesson, felt great about it, and then watched your students fail to apply what they learned? They aced the vocabulary quiz, but the essay was lost. They mastered the equation, but couldn't solve the real-world problem. It's one of the most frustrating experiences in teaching, and it happens because, without realizing it, we're using the wrong instruction for the wrong task. In this video, we're going to break down all learning into two essential buckets and show you that once you know which bucket you're teaching, you unlock a completely different and far more effective instructional approach. Ready to stop guessing and start teaching with purpose? Let's dive in. I'm Dr. Sarah Carents from Vibrant Catholic Schools, and this episode is Foundations of Quality Instruction. The secret to effective teaching isn't finding one perfect method, it's knowing that you actually need two. All learning can be sorted into two essential buckets: skills like phonics and computation that follow a formula, and skills like problem solving and analysis that require judgment. You can't teach a child to formulate an argument the same way you teach them grammar, and understanding this distinction is the first step. For rule-based learning, where the rules are fixed and certain, we use direct, explicit instruction. This often takes the form of I do, we do, you do, gradual release model, where the teacher clearly demonstrates the skill, practices with the students, and then releases them to practice independently. But for complex cognitive practices like analysis or synthesizing information, we need exploration. We achieve this through metacognitive strategies, helping students become aware of their own thought process, and through inductive learning or inquiry, guiding them to explore the information to construct understanding. The goal isn't just to use two different methods, it's to use them in the right sequence. The most effective units of study follow a three-part continuum: explore, explain, extend. We start with explore. This is our initial use of inductive learning and inquiry. The goal here is simply to generate curiosity, let students experience the complexity of the topic, and observe any phenomenon. Next, we move to explain. This is where we focus on rule-based learning. We use direct, explicit instruction to move students from simple acquisition of foundational skills, like computation or grammar, to automaticity, being able to use them without thinking. Finally, we extend. This is the heart of complex cognitive practice. The student takes all the rules and foundational knowledge they've learned and applies them to new multidisciplinary problems. They're forced to analyze, synthesize, and problem solve. So what does this continuum look like in subject matter? Let's take this science unit, for example. We might start by conducting a mini experiment so students can observe a phenomenon and wonder and start to construct their own meaning. Then you'll move into the explain phase, where we are explicitly teaching vocabulary and knowledge, explicitly teaching scientific concepts. And in extend, we provide a new situation in which the student has to apply what he or she learned. So how does the sun's location change when the seasons change? What's the format for core instructional strategies in a lesson? So every lesson starts with a clear target. You define the objective up front so students know exactly what they need to know or be able to do by the end of the lesson. In step 2, we're teaching, modeling, demonstrating. This is the I do part, the modeling. You break down the skill into small, manageable chunks and demonstrate exactly what to do, step by step. Don't assume they know, show them the process. Step 3 is the we do, guided practice. Students practice the new skill while you are right there to support them. Encourage peer collaboration, because hearing a concept explained by a classmate can often be the clearest explanation of all. Crucially, during this phase, you must use frequent checks for understanding, circulate the room, listen to their conversations, and use cold calling to gauge where students are. This ensures your feedback is timely and relevant. Finally is the you do, independent practice, where you are confident that most students have grasped the skill through guided practice. They move to work alone. This confirms their ability to use the skill automatically, freeing up their cognitive load for the next step, complex application. In the next episode, we'll be looking at evidence-based instructional strategies. I hope you join me. This is Dr. Sarah Cairns with Vibrant Catholic Schools.